Good morning. I want to apologize first for a little bit of stuffiness if you hear that coming through, but I had committed to shooting this video today and I wasn't going to let a little congestion stop me from doing that. So if you saw the other day, I posted on the skill, I guess you could call it, of receiving feedback. And I just wanted to expand on that a little bit today. So my personal development journey started a long time ago, I don't know, 10 or more years. And I just started reading books and going to seminars and just doing as much as I could to help learn how I could be the best me. Along that journey, I came across some of Andy Andrews' books. If you haven't read any of his stuff, I've attached a link so that you can check some of them out. But I believe it was in his book, The Noticer, where he challenged his readers to ask the people in their circle what they would change about them. Now he said, and he warned us, that this was only for the bravest, because it can be hard to ask people what they would change about you, right? It opens you up to judgment, and we kind of spend our whole lives building this protective wall against people's judgments. But I would say that it has been one of the things I've done that has truly changed my life and helped me to grow. So if you're one of the brave and you're really looking to take that next step in your success journey, I would encourage you to seek people whose opinions you value, the relationships that you value, that you love, that you trust, maybe somebody who's farther ahead in a certain area than you are, and ask them what they would change about you. Now, let me caution you for just a minute. We're not going to walk around worried about what everybody thinks about us. Right? This is for the work of people who know who they are and they're okay with the awesomeness, even the flaws that make you you. So first get there, then take that next step. So let's also think about this. You're not going to ask your broke uncle for feedback on your finances. You're not going to ask your miserable friend for feedback into your relationship, right? So be very careful who you let speak into your life. Surround yourself with people that love you, that care about you, and that will give you honest feedback. I started this scary journey with my kids. Now, sitting down with your kids and saying, hey, honey, what would you change about mommy? That can be a little scary. And when I did it, you should have seen my oldest's face. She definitely thought that it was a trap. But once I assured her that it was a safe space and that I was asking because I really care, because I really love her, and I wanted to be the best mommy, she opened up a little bit. And she told me that she wished that I wouldn't get so frustrated when she didn't do what I asked right away. Now, my first inclination was to say, well, if you would just do what I asked right away, then I wouldn't get frustrated. But I didn't. I held my tongue and I told her I loved her and I thanked her for her honesty, and I assured her that we could work together on a strategy to help limit the frustrations. I would love to report that today she obeys right away and I never show any frustration, but we would all know that that wouldn't be true. But it has helped me be more aware of my reactions. It has opened some communication between she and I, but more importantly, I believe it's laid a foundation for her where she knows she can talk to me, that she can let me know how she feels. And that's a relationship goal that I hope to always have with my kids. Another instance that I was able to do this and it really helped me a lot was when I approached my gym owner and asked her the same question. Now, I didn't just go to anybody in the gym and say, hey, what do you think about me, right? I contacted her because I watched her scope of influence grow, I watched her business grow, and I just like her, right? I value her feedback and I trusted her to be honest with me. So I sat her down and I said, so how do I show up here in this space? How am I perceived here? And what would you change about me? She didn't answer me right away. She asked to think about it and get back to me, which I really appreciated. I'm gonna save her specific feedback and keep that personal, but I will say that the advice that she gave me, the feedback that she gave me, really woke me up and helped me take a good hard look at myself and has now propelled me into a focused drive that I didn't have before. So you know who you are if you're watching. Thank you so much for that. It's really helped. So here's my challenge to you, what I would encourage you to do. Sit down with your journal and write down all the areas in your life in which you're crushing it, right? You feel really good. Your relationship with your kids is great. Maybe you've just gotten a promotion at your job and you're very efficient there. Whatever it is, write it down. Then make another list. What's the area or areas in your life where you're feeling kind of stuck, or no matter what you do, you just can't break through to that next level? Now, look at those lists. And in the areas that you're crushing it, that you're doing great, please take time to honor yourself for that. Give yourself some credit. You know, sometimes we tend to blow past those things, but really spend some time in gratitude and acknowledging that you're awesome. But then let's look at the other list. And I want you to write down somebody or a couple of people who in that particular area you see as doing well, that maybe they're 1 or 2 steps ahead of you in that area, or somebody that you just really love. And then ask them to coffee. Bring your notebook. Write down whatever they tell you. Make sure they know that it's safe, that you're going to listen. Whatever they tell you, don't react. Don't justify. Don't excuse. Just thank them for being honest. Then go home, look over what they said, and decide for yourself whether what they said rings true for you. If it does, change it, right? Practice it. If it doesn't, that's okay too. And say, you know what, I'm not resonating with that. I don't think that's true. Then just honor yourself for being brave and making yourself vulnerable. Do me a favor. If you've asked for feedback and it's impacted you in a positive way, drop a comment down below. If you're going to, let me know how it goes.